But being here definitely, you know, has a different, like my disdain for what's happening socially is just different. I found myself like looking at something Akademiks is doing and having the utmost respect for it. Like Akademiks chose a side. He finally got a picture and a chain. He going all out.
He finally met him too. I didn't know he never met the man before.
No.
That the first time he met him.
Got a chain and he was standing there. And I'm like, damn, and like if you look at this whole thing, like Ak had a ton of respect for Jay-Z, but now that Jay-Z is going, like now that the freestylers came out and Jay was popping his shit, it's like now he talking about Jay-Z. He talking shit about Drake. Anybody that got smoke with Diddy, with Drake, he talking about him. Like he's committed. And I watch people in hip-hop think the way to be hip-hop is being unbiased. How the f could you be unbiased? I remember I told y'all this. I'm very biased. I'm not a liar, though. So I can be biased in facts. But the fact that Akademiks is taken aside and everybody else find themselves trying to be fair to everybody, man, it's trash. It's trash, bruh.
Yeah.
Y'all is trash. Y'all is scary and trash, bruh. That's why I keep saying, man, it's like hip-hop is gang culture. Why you think this out there throwing up signs is he trying to be hip-hop? They trying to be. They see it's an open space. They see it's an open space. I don't know where and what right. Listen, I got a ton of respect for P-Lo. The niggas that he signed to are some of my closest, like, counterparts in this business. It's P-Lo. If you don't give a, if this is the moment where the West Coast ain't the West Coast, even though niggas support you, man, it's P-Lo. It's for everything that's against my nigga, period. It's P-Lo right now. If P-Lo, the more he promote that song, knowing it's dissing the homies and shit, man, it's P-Lo. Y'all know what time it is. That's the only thing it could be. When my nigga Stretch got into a rose, it's been froze ever since. And I'm tired of acting like we are aligned the same. Some of you bitches is full and sellouts and marks. And that's just where it's at. I don't know how y'all don't get this. Like, I'm not trying to be friends with niggas. I'm actually trying to really get at it with niggas, to be honest. It take me more time to be cool with niggas than it do really to show you what kind of nigga they is and to show you what type of nigga that I am. It take me more work being cool with sucker shit than it do being a real nigga. It's easy for me to be a real nigga. It don't take no fucking work. It's harder for me to sell out. I just don't know how y'all don't understand this. But to all the niggas that call themselves friends with the homie, bro, why don't y'all follow the nigga that y'all think is the one? Because he's showing you what you're supposed to do. I shouldn't even be talking to you. Yes, PD's discussions are still good for the culture because I am it. Because I am it. All of my conversations is good for the culture. The culture ain't just a bunch of black people just being black. I know that's what they've been lying to you. Y'all just say the black culture. I know y'all feel good, but that ain't what this is. That ain't what this is. I keep telling y'all this. Y'all need to spend more time listening and less time trying to challenge because you're not in a space to challenge. You don't give enough about it to challenge. You'd have to do a lot more homework, a lot more research, not just fan out because you like an artist. It would require you to understand the history of this thing. You would have to understand the history of this thing. But if I got to convince you what Jay-Z did on that stage is dope, get your ass out of here. I would prefer you to say, I didn't like it because he was dissing my friend. That would be real. I didn't like that shit. He was dissing my boy. Cool. To act like that's not dope what he did, sit your stupid ass down.
You still gotta like even if you diss your people, you still gotta acknowledge the great layers that he gave you on the whole shit. How
Man,
you gotta,
I'm not, man.
Nah, that shit is
if
crazy.
we gotta have any depth of conversation about Jay-Z being dope or that being dope, something is wrong with you. Again, that's the type of person that really they just don't. Again, it's part of them people that came into this space that don't get the space. Should nobody have to argue Jay-Z being dope? I can argue I don't like Jay-Z. That's cool. If you don't like Jay-Z, that's fine. If you don't agree with Jay-Z, that's fine. If you don't, one thing ain't no in the history mother ever had to say that got ears or a mind between them mother ears is Jay-Z is dope, and that's dope. So I'm not gonna argue with a bunch of dunces that don't think that's dope. I don't give a whoever your friend is or your favorite is, if they got this, that's dope. Trust me, they think it's dope. But if you don't think that thing is dope that nigga did, whether or not you like it because you a Al or you a Barb or you for Dame or you for Oskino, it's one thing to say you don't like something. It's another thing to question if it's dope. This is just silly. Like y'all like two. Like I'm not going to argue that with y'all. Shout out to Lord Johnson. Thank you for the $5. I'll donate $1,000 for glasses to take an IQ test online and show the score. Cash super chat to 1,000. I'll post it up next. I already took an IQ test, so I know what my IQ is. I'm a little older. Maybe got a little less sharper, but I'm sure it's just fine. Super chat that 1,000. I'll send it to you. We can do a whole little conversation about it. And we can do trigonometry. We can do some trig. We can do some calculus. We can do a couple things that you can't fool me at either. You can't fool me at fighting. You can't fool me at math. You fool me at building cars. You can't fool me at boxing. You can't fool me. Maybe you could get me in English, and I don't even know if you can get me in English. Maybe you might be able to get me in history. I don't know, but like most likely you're not. Like I'm one of those type of people that really came up a different way, and my IQ always been sharp. I got a 1320 on my SAT test. But you super chat that 1,000, I'll take it, and I'll post here. We could talk about it on Wednesday. I'll take it today or tomorrow. And I bet you my IQ is higher, and I bet you my GPA and my SAT scores are higher than your favorite rapper.
Super chat that.
But I know you just talking because you think you trying to be a smart ass. But I'm not the average homie. Like I'm not everybody, bro. Like I'm not like that, bro. It ain't that type of party, bro. I ain't get this far from not having nothing between my ears, man. But you just talking because that's what the type of motherfucker is. Y'all just talk. Y'all get on here and just try to be rude. But the truth is, most likely I'm smarter than you, especially when it comes to any level of education. It's just gonna be. Shout out to Lil Bitty. Thank you for the $10. Nothing happened to Drake. Only thing happened was him being made fun of and told the truth about himself. It was never about pedo bars. It was the way he moves as a human. Stop crying, Drake. And that's the point. Like, the watch, I'm not going to lie. The mark on the ignorance and the desire of people, it's dope to watch the marketing campaign happen. Right? Where it's like he's positioned himself as if the industry is against him. He didn't come from the streets. So what has he been besides the industry? He was a television kid. That's the industry. That got signed to a major label. That's the industry. They've been making him successful. Apple put him at the front of their push. That's the industry. What was he if he not the industry? When was he not the industry? Like how? But that's like watching Trump convince people that he's a Southern hick.
He's from Queens.
This nigga from New York City. That's what I be saying. He from New York City. Like he's a New York City slicking, fast talking, rude ass New York City mother. But the whole country, you would have think.
I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing here. Now,
that's not a bad thing, Trap. I'm saying he's every last proverbial stereotype of a New York City person.
He's not a representation of New York City like that. We're not about to do that.
I would never say that as a real New York City person. But he's like, I'm going to cosplay as a Southern hick because this is better for business.
Trump once said, if I was to run for president, I'll be a Republican. You know why? Because they stupid.
They stupid.
They stupid.
And